Hi, I'm Larry Berman, and here's what's on my radar this week. Obviously, a lot going on in Washington, D.C. these days. Trump continues to play the all-in card early in the week, canceling further talks on stimulus, watching the market response, having an epiphany, and saying now he wants an even bigger deal than what the Democrats want. So market's very, very excited about stimulus. Language in the Fed meeting minutes this week indicated that they're willing to partner with governments in terms of monetizing that. So markets have got a big stimulus excitement on, and that's what's been driving markets in the last or this week. But I still don't think a deal is going to get done before the election. There are just too many differences between what each party wants. And Nancy knows as they're pulling ahead in the polls, she's going to get an even bigger stimulus deal if they get the sweep. And that's what the market's looking at now, with the Democrats not only pulling ahead nationally in key swing states, but also in the Senate races. So should be very interesting. But the markets are priced for perfection and lots of room for disappointment. In the vice presidential debate this week, we actually saw Kamala Harris say in no uncertain terms that they're going to decriminalize marijuana. And that's a big positive for the Democrats as well, similar to what inspired some of the vote here in the younger liberals in Canada when Justin Trudeau made a similar promise. So that's one sector that looks very, very interesting. Globally, on the COVID front, we're now seeing about 2 million new cases weekly. And while the good news is that the overall mortality rates are not going up, we're still seeing mortality rates, high across the world. And these spikes that we're seeing in places like Spain and the UK are broadening out. Germany's rising, and etc. So it's pretty clear we can't shut down again. It's also pretty clear it's going to be very hard to contain the second wave of COVID. So it's going to have an economic impact. We are going to need more stimulus, and it seems the worse the outlook for COVID gets, the better stimulus response the market gets. In any case, I'm not bullish about it, but it is driving markets these days. Our bull and bear pick of the week is focused on healthcare sector. So again, Kamala says the Democrats are going to decriminalize marijuana. Banking regulation, this is going to be the explosion that the sector needed. And when we look at a chart of HMMJ, which is our bull pick of the week, we can see this double bottom forming has yet to break out. There are very few things with nice base patterns ready to break out in the charts this week that have come from much higher levels. So very optimistic here. On the flip side of that, when we look at an XBI, our bear pick of the week, the entire biotech sector that's been tremendously speculating on a vaccine is now extremely overbought and I would argue overvalued. And the pair trade of the week is to go long medical marijuana and short overall biotech in the healthcare space. Stay healthy, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, every Thursday night between now and December 3rd, tune in for our weekly Berman's Call virtual roadshow. You won't want to miss it.